What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Alright, so topic of the day is going to be LEDs, as you can already tell. Interior LEDs. The company Govee contacted me and they sent out some LEDs for me to try. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to install these. These are incredibly easy. If you're looking at getting more light into your car, this is one way of doing it. Doesn't cost a whole lot of money. We're going to be installing them in my Tundra. Tundra's really dark. I've actually been thinking about doing this for the last couple years that I've owned it, because it's super dark, super duper dark in there. It's a freaking cave, and my kids will probably get a pretty big kick out of it because they change colors, they move to the music, and we do a lot of traveling. All the traveling is done in the truck, from grandma's house that lives far away, and anywhere we go, and a lot of times it's at nighttime. So my kids will probably get a big kick out of this. So I'll show you how this installs. And this other company, Apeman, they contacted me also, and they wanted me to try out their action camera. So I figured today I'm gonna go ahead and show you how easy it is to install those LEDs and show you what they look like and how they work. And I'm gonna teach myself how to use this new action camera. And action cameras are really good for showing you good detail inside, like the car, underneath the dash, because it's really hard to get a good camera in there to show you everything I want to show you. These guys usually have really wide angle lenses. Like this one's supposed to be like 170 degrees. Yeah, 170 degrees. It does 4K, 30 frames per second, 1080p, 60 frames, 30 frames. It does 2K at 60 frames, and it does 720p, 240 frames per second. It does. If you want to do some filmmaking, it'll allow you to slow down a lot of your footage and make it kind of cool. But I want to use it because of the wide angle lens. I should be able to get into the car, down into the dash area, and show you what I'm looking at. It's kind of hard to do with the camera like I'm using right now without changing the lens out to something and trying to rig that up. So an action camera is really going to work really well in this situation. And I need to learn how to use this because I'm going to do a full review on this guy pretty soon. Now let's go ahead and see what you get with the Govee LED strip light kit. Alright, so I kind of popped it open already to kind of take a look, see what we're working with here. And the first thing I noticed that it was surprisingly a lot better quality than I thought it was going to be. Just because saying that, because I've taken some of these things out of some cars at work, and they were pretty just straight up crappy. But a little bit of paperwork, don't need to see that. It comes with some zip ties, some screws. It comes with a remote control. Now this isn't the normal remote control that I've normally seen. I've seen that big flat one with all the colors on it. It kind of looked kind of cheap. This one actually comes with this stainless looking guy here. It says ABC on it. ABCD. Don't know how this works yet. I'll find out as soon as I get it in the car. But yeah, I have no idea what you do with this, but I'll find out. Get it in the car. It's a controller. Some double-sided tape on the back. Alright, so this kit comes with 4 strips. Okay, 4 strips. Yep. And quality looks pretty good. They look a lot better than I thought they were gonna look as far as just the quality. It's got some 3M tape, which is good. It's got the holes for those screws if you want to screw it in there also. And it's simple. It's just so simple. It just plugs in with a cigarette lighter. There's an off and on button or power button. Push on, push off. There we go. I mean, it's LED strips. They look pretty good. I'll go put them in. I'll go show you how to put them in real quick. Oh, I need to show you the camera. Here, I'm show you the camera. Okay, so here's the 8-man Tri-Whoa. I don't know if that's Tri-Whoa, what the heck it says, but this is the A100 model, and it's supposed to be, their higher end model. Alright, and the box, what I was really surprised with right away is the box. The box is really nice. I mean, this thing Usually, it's nicer than a GoPro box. A little bit of paperwork. It comes in a nice black envelope. And there's the camera there. You know, action cam, and accessories. And I had to pull it apart to charge the battery. So I kind of already been in here. All right, so yeah, here we go. Waterproof case. Opens up pretty easily. Waterproof case. You know, so this thing falls into the category, you know, of under $100. You know, your GoPro 7 and your GoPro 8, those things will go like $300-400 bucks. But this is one of those action cameras that are really, really affordable. So we'll see what we get for under 100 bucks here. But it's basically the same size as the GoPro 7. LCD screen. It's not touchscreen, but the menus on it here. Let me turn it on. The menus are pretty easy. It's pretty easy to use. I mean, it go right to the menu, and you can use the buttons on the side just to run through it real quick and do your adjustments, and go right back. It's super duper easy. It's like you can tell they worked on the menu to make it super quick. Yeah, this model here will let you change the ISO. It'll kind of let you Pro Tune if you really want to go into that. Wi-Fi to your phone. You're going to use an app to download, you know, your pictures and your photos. It does do pictures. It does do time lapse. We'll see how well the video quality is in a dark dash environment or in car environment. That's what I'm curious to see. So, but I don't know what I'm gonna put on super wide or what, but yeah. So this is it right here, and yeah, again, waterproof case, and it came with a bunch of accessories, like a crap load. Like all of them you need are in here. So, and yeah, this is the not waterproof door. I'm gonna have to switch this one out because this is the waterproof door. So, go throw a memory card in this. Go throw the LEDs in the truck, and let's begin. All right. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and plug it in. Let's make sure these guys work before we go through all the trouble of installing it and you know, one of them not work. I'm pretty sure they're gonna work, but plug it in with your outlets and off and on button. Okay, so pretty bright. Let me get the remote here, and let's see. Is it A? A is to turn it off and on. Got it on. Let's start with C. Does C changes the colors. D activates the music mode, I guess. Let's see, got a couple different modes. Yeah, cool. And B, I don't know what B does. B also changes the modes too. And you can see it go into my voice and everything. That's gonna be cool. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the 8-man action camera to see how that looks. So your first step's going to go ahead and clean off the dash panels. You're going to want to use some rubbing alcohol to go ahead and remove any of the oils from the dash panels. Simply because the double-sided tape that's on the back of that controller and on the light strips, it just won't stick to any type of armor all or anything like that. So you're going to want to clean that off. And basically just find a good spot for the controller. The controller basically, you know, it has 3 buttons on it. It's an off button, off and on button, and a color light button, and a music control button. So you kind of want to keep it in arm's reach when you're driving. So you're going to have, you know, there's going to be 2 wires, and on each wire it's going to be 2 LED strips. I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of them, and then you're going to go ahead and right here I'm running one of the light strips behind the console, and on the same wire I'm going to go ahead and pull the double-sided tape off and just stick it to the driver's side dash panel. It's extremely easy. There's not really a whole lot to say other than just clean it really good and stick it really good on there. And then just, you know, I just run around over to the passenger side and grab the LED strip that should be right there. And again, you're going to want to clean off those panels right there with some rubbing alcohol. Just
stick it wherever you want it. You can get kind of creative with it, you know, you can stick it closer to you or stick it further away. It just kind of depends on your car. But the double-sided tape, it works really well. Then you're going to get your other wire that has the other two LEDs, and you just run it down the console and throw it in the back there. And then you're just basically going to take the extra leftover wire and just tuck it under the console the best you can, and hide it really well. And this is where people normally get lazy, is with wire management, and the kit comes with some zip ties. So just take your time and try to zip tie the wires up nice and neat and everything like that. And the leftover wire, you can just stuff it in the console. It comes with plenty of zip ties. And if you really want to secure those LED strips, if like you're thinking that the double-sided tape might fail on you or something, you can always use that little bag of screws that came with, because those strips have 2 holes on each side, so you can really secure them if you wanted to. So you go ahead and move it to the back and pull the LEDs towards the back. You're going to want to go down under the track of the seat. And you can pretty much just pick a spot underneath your seat. You can, depending on your seat, you could try to double-sided tape it up there, but what I end up doing is I end up just zip tying them. And with the other end of the wire, with the other LED for the passenger side, you just run it around the console, tuck the wire to the console, go under the track, back underneath the seat. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to zip tie it to these little straps right here, and I'm going to have them facing, I want the LEDs facing the back. I don't want them facing the floor, I want them facing the back of the car, so it goes to the back where the passengers can, you know, the passenger compartment can really get the light. But it's extremely simple. It's just
I see a camera. That's cool. It's just dots, but it makes a whole bunch of light.
yeah, come back here. Come back here.
Oh, I see.
Come here. Is that cool or what?
Oh, they're on both sides. Oh, they're on all sides. Each side.
Alright, so the music function, it works pretty darn good, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. It's really bright at night. So the remote it comes with, I really like this thing. I like how it looks like really high-end and not cheap like some of those other remotes. We're pretty much A right here, we'll turn it off, turn it back on. B is going to be the dimmer. It has 5 levels of dim. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And D is the 3 levels for the sound function. Okay. And it kind of all depends on how loud your car is and how loud your system is in your car is and how it's going to react. And then C button here is just for straight color change. So I'll show you those colors here. So you got green, blue. We'll turn the light out. Yeah, so you got, it is like crazy bright.
Really like it. Even in the back. I mean, it looks pretty good. Look at that. Woo! Man, that's just one kit. Can't imagine if you put two in here, what it would do. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the music back on. And it can actually, like, it's sensitive enough where it's actually picking the motor right now, warming up. It's picking up my voice. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. These things are pretty cool. They're well worth the 40 bucks that they're priced at on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description box for them if you want some more information, if you want to check those. And that's it, man. Pretty darn cool, you know. You guys take care, be safe, have a great weekend.